Hello and welcome to the in-depth series section of Drishti IAS. I'm Aisha, and in today's episode we will be discussing about the topic of Hindu marriage and in what conditions it can be considered invalid and what the Supreme Court of India has said in this regard. So first of all, about the points of discussion, first we'll be looking at the news, then about the Hindu Marriage Act ceremonies and which ceremonies are considered to be very important, what the Supreme Court of India has said, and in the end a prelims practice question. Topic is of relevance from General Studies paper 2, that is polity section, and also with regard to the Hindu Marriage Act. The news talks about a Hindu marriage will be considered invalid without this. So what is this in this statement or in this news that is being talked about, and what the Supreme Court has said? So the Honorable Supreme Court of India has said that the Hindu marriage is a sacred process and should be conducted in accordance with the customary rituals and ceremonies prescribed under the Hindu Marriage Act. So the Hindu Marriage Act, which was passed in the year 1954, it contains provisions with regard to the Hindu marriage. So what are the provisions of a marriage and when a Hindu marriage can be considered valid? So Supreme Court of India has talked about that the marriage between a man and a woman is a very sacred process, and this process should be filled with ceremonies and rituals, and these ceremonies and rituals should be performed with extreme strictness. Then rituals and ceremonies must be strictly followed, and if the failing of ceremonies and rituals takes place, then the marriage would be considered invalid even after it has been registered. So if the proper ceremonies and rituals will not be followed, then even after the marriage is registered, it will be considered invalid. So the importance of ceremonies and rituals is what the Supreme Court of India has talked about and has laid emphasis on, and they have also said it that the marriage ceremony is not a social event. It is not about throwing parties, or it is not about giving a lavish dinner or a dinner party to anyone. It is not about social event or a party, but it is an occasion that should be treated with reverence and utmost respect towards the institution of marriage, respect towards becoming husband and wife, respect towards families, and respect towards each other. Then Hindu Marriage Act ceremonies. So there are certain ceremonies which must be followed for a Hindu marriage to be valid under the law, and those ceremonies has been talked about under the section 7 of the Hindu Marriage Act. So section 7 of Hindu Marriage Act talks about certain ceremonies and rituals that needed to be followed, which can be based on the customs and traditions of either party involved, and the marriage will not be considered valid if these ceremonies are not followed properly. So even though if the marriage is registered, even after the registration of the marriage can be considered invalid. Then what the Supreme Court has said and why this topic came to forefront is that there are two trained commercial pilots who seeked divorce from each other without performing a valid Hindu marriage ceremony. So this has been the case, because of which this topic came into the news. So in this regard, Supreme Court gave a message to the youth that the institution of marriage in which a man and a woman is involved and the families are also involved is not about fun. It is a very serious affair, and one should respect and give reverence to this institution of marriage. So the Supreme Court has given a message to the youth asking them to ponder deeply about the institution of marriage before entering it, and how sacred it is to the Indian society, because the concept of marriage and the institution of marriage is given utmost respect in the Indian society, and it is essential to consider the significance of marriage and its sanctity before taking the plunge. Then it is performed in accordance with the applicable rites or ceremonies such as Shaptapadi. So this is considered to be the most important ceremony in the Hindu marriage, and Saptapadi means that when the men and the woman or the bride and the groom moves together and takes those 7 sacred steps, and after the completion of those 7 steps the marriage gets completed. So that is the most important step in the Hindu marriage, and this has to be performed. If this step is not performed, then the marriage can be considered invalid. Then according to the Hindu law, marriage is a sacrament or a samskara, and it is the foundation for a new family. So it's a foundation for a new family, because when the men and the woman come together, when the bride and the groom come together, it is about starting of a new family also, and that is how a new role in the society is also being played. Then the Hindu Marriage Act has categorically discarded polyandry and polygamy and all such other types of relationships. So it also talks about that monogamy is what should be followed, that a man should be married to a woman, and even though if a man or a woman is married earlier, then without being separated legally, they cannot marry the other person. And in the Hindu Marriage Act, polyandry and polygamy, it means having multiple partners, they are not promoted. Monogamy, that is having one partner, is promoted, and the ritual or the custom of Saptapadi needs to be followed. So these are few of the points which the Supreme Court of India has talked about, and has said that even after the registration, if these steps are not being followed properly during the marriage ceremonies are not about giving parties and dinner to other people. It is about following the rituals and the customs very strictly. And then if they are not followed properly, then the marriage can be considered invalid. So this was about it. And in the end, the Special Marriage Act was passed in which year? So the Special Marriage Act was passed in which year? 1954, 1950, 1953 or 1952? So give me the answer in the comment section. And that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Till we meet next time, keep reading, keep writing, and keep subscribing to the channel. Thank you.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.